Hello, Video Assassin here. Welcome back to the Q&A number 3, the long-awaited series. You guys asked for it. Ben even asks for it in my yearbook. But that's besides the point. We're here to do Q&A number 3. I apologize for not having more content lately, as it's been busy in school. We had finals week. But basically, school's over. School was out yesterday. Yesterday was the last day of school. Today's the first day of summer. Let's get right into it. Q&A number 3. Without further ado, here we go. Alright, so, first question. I missed this guy's question last Q&A, so I'm going to get to it. He asked, why are you not allowed in the office? I'm not allowed in the office because of things I've done in the past. I snuck into the office to be on my computer in the middle of the night. That's basically the main reason. When I was back in middle school, I used to do that, and ever since then, it's just been the same stuff. I'm in here right now because I asked to be in here right now. That's basically the most simple answer I can give for that. The second question, we have Kuhn. Would you have sex with a woman if she were the last person in the world, but it looked exactly like a man? No, because that's weird. And, well, only because she's the last person in the world. Other than that, no. Because we got to keep the human race alive. We can't just let ourselves go extinct, you know? You know, maybe it might be incest for a while, but we'll get past that. I don't know either. Would you have sex with a woman if she was the only other person on Earth? You couldn't get married, you didn't love her, and she couldn't bear children. I would probably say no, just because that's not the most interesting thing for me. Especially considering right now with said person being offline. But yeah, you know, no, I guess. These questions are so bizarre, I don't even know how to answer them. They're not just like, oh, what do you do on a daily basis? What's your daily lifestyle? What's this? But just shut up. I don't care. I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm gonna go now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean it. I did not mean it, I'm sorry. Why did I go French? Italian? What the fuck am I doing? Next question is from Fucking Uppity Bryce. If you looked in the mirror long enough, would you see the devil? No. I don't know. Do you see the devil when you look in the mirror long enough? Next question is from Kuhn. Well, it's actually a comment. I love sex. And then he sent this. My answer to that. Okay, my answer to that. Why? Just why?
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Next question is from Ash Lively. Hi, I'm watching your Q&A right now. What's the best thing about life, and what is the answer to life? Answer to life? Not so sure on. That's depending on who you are, what you like to do, what you think the fulfillment of life is, like what you think the answer to your life is, if that's what you meant by that question. The best thing about my life right now is Summer just got here, my girlfriend. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, get answered. Question. Next question is from Daddy Ollie or Ben from my school. I have 2 questions. If you're the President of the United States, what will be your first step against terrorism? And number 2, are you for or against Black Lives Matter? So, if I was President of the United States, my first step against terrorism would probably be, I don't even know. I don't know enough about the situation of terrorism. I don't know what's going on currently. I am not necessarily the most qualified person to ask this question, but I would probably do something along the lines of, it's hard. You can't sit there and not let anyone in the country, because they're going to find a way in anyways. And you can't just not let them in, because that's just not how it's going to work. It's going to end up not ending up well. There's going to be people that aren't going to like some things. There's going to be people that don't like other things. You're never really going to be right when it comes to this kind of stuff. This is a hard question to answer, but I hope I answered it to I answered it to the best of my ability. I hope it's satisfactory. Your other question, are you for or against Black Lives Matter? The original cause of Black Lives Matter? Yes. What it developed into? No. Black Lives Matter, people took it the wrong way. They created All Lives Matter to kind of like counteract Black Lives Matter, because they took the message the wrong way. Black Lives Matter isn't just trying to say only Black Lives Matter. That's not what they're trying to say. Their message is to try and point out and like illuminate the problems of domestic violence against Black people. They're not trying to say only Black Lives Matter. They're trying to like let everyone know, show everyone what's happening. All Lives Matter basically just tried to counteract Black Lives Matter in a way that they didn't even need to send their message. It wasn't meant to be that way. But that's my opinion on Black Lives Matter, at least for right now. I doubt that'll change anytime soon, though. Next question is from Handsome Man. Are you pro-life or pro-choice? Me personally, I am kind of in between somewhere. It's very situational. If you just had sex to have sex and then you had a kid, oh shit, honestly, deal with it, pro-life. But when you're sitting there and when you're in high school, you made a mistake, stuff happens, all right? I get that. I can understand why you would want to abort the baby, because that will ruin your life. Even if you do put it up for adoption, it's that kind of thing is going to sit there haunting you, knowing that you have a child out there and you probably never going to see him again. That's kind of just devastating. I feel like that would be super devastating. Yeah, so that's my answer to that question. Another question from Handsome Man. What do you think about the rapidly increasing birth rates in China? Is the law of having one child too much or not enough to create stability? I think that I know this has been going on, especially Japan. Japan's the same way. Japan has no room to expand. They are jam-packed, like skyscrapers everywhere. There's no room for anything. That's why it's limited. I think it's I don't think it's enough to stabilize, because there are so many people there. It's just still going to continue to multiply, because there are going to be people that somehow do manage to have more than one, and hide that. I don't really know. That's pretty much BS, but I think it's not enough to stabilize it, but I think it's necessary. Next question is from Rural Squirrel. Hey man, I love your videos. I have some questions. Number 1, if you could change one thing about the way the world is, what would it be? Like in general, not just your life. Also, number 2, what would you do with $1 million? So first question, if I could change one thing about the world, I would change it to where people wouldn't be racist, they wouldn't incite violence. I just want the world to be a better place. But I think the one thing that I would do if I could change, I'm not going to go worldwide things, because as we know, things are kind of filtered through the media, not so much as it is in other countries. But if I could change one thing about the U.S., I would change the parties. I would get rid of Democrats and Republicans. No parties. It's the right man for the job. It's not a matter of who's whatever party. It's who's right for the job. Who can get the job done? Like, that's my problem with the political system right now, is it's all Democrat or all Republican. There's no third party that ever makes it that far. Like, that's what needs to change. We need to just get rid of the parties and start fresh. We screwed ourselves over right from the beginning with parties. we're still paying for it now because both they're polar opposites, and no matter what you're like, it's hard to be exactly one thing. It's hard to be just Republican or just Democrat. Like, sometimes it's a mix. Oftentimes it's a mix between the two. Next question. You ever smoke a doobie? No. Okay. Next question. Is there light at the end of the tunnel at night? Wait. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel at night, or is my life completely over? The way it's thought to be is there's the light no matter what. Once you die, you see the light. That's just what I know from people saying. That's not necessarily even what I believe. And like, I don't really know what I believe, to be honest. I don't think life is completely over. I'm sure there is something afterwards, because this is a topic and a half. Basically, I'm not going to get into this too much. It's hard to explain, but the easiest way I can put it is, let's say you die. So like right now, you are self-conscious of yourself right now. Like, you can remember stuff. If you end up dying and not having an afterlife, how are you remembering that you're conscious right now? How are you being in existence? If you die, it's like you never existed, if there is no afterlife. So like, how are you even here? Why are we even here if we're just gonna die with no afterlife? It's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like this whole paradox thing where, like, can you be self-conscious now if there's no afterlife? How can you be self-conscious now? Because if you die, then there's no afterlife. Therefore, all of your memories are gone because you're dead. So how are you self-conscious right now? That's my like kind of like bamboozled paradox. I don't even know how to answer it myself, kind of thing. It's really interesting to think about. Just so it's kind of like, wait a minute kind of thoughts. At fucking uppity Bryce, do you believe in the time cube theory? Is the theory that the human form is a personified pyramid that undergoes metamorphosis throughout its life cycle, in conjunction with the idea that every other thing is created in the universe is cubic, four corners, and was in turn created by a cubic spirit? Not really sure I believe that. Seems kind of far-fetched that everything's cubic, and I don't really know quite the full detail of what you mean. But to put it in simple terms, I'm not really sure. I feel like you can believe whatever you want to believe. It just depends on what you want to believe. I personally don't really believe in that. Not really sure, whatever. Coon, do you think the smacking a girl's booty boosts their self-confidence? Why? No, I wouldn't think that it would. Depending on the person, if she's a thought, a slut, a Twitch thought, God damn it. Freaking PewDiePie videos. Stupid Twitch thoughts! If she was like, one of those people that were part of cliques, yeah, I'm sure it probably would boost your self-confidence, but in today's, like, that's like movie stuff. Like, that's, like, in real life, I feel like it really wouldn't. Especially if you do it in public. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. I would never do that to my girlfriend. But yeah, so that's that question. Tall, light, and sticky. Tall, light, and sticky. Tall, light, and sticky. What if the light at the end of the tunnel when you die is just you being born and seeing the world for the first time? Next question is from Ash. What are you most proud of? I'm probably most proud of how I've stuck with this YouTube channel. I haven't given up. There have been times where I've thought about taking a long break from it. Now that I'm in summer, I feel like I can finally get back into things. I have more time, obviously. But yeah, I'm probably most proud of this YouTube channel. Like, I'm not really ashamed of it. Yeah, there's going to be cringy videos if I go back and look at them. They're going to be cringy. Mic quality, just overall video quality in general. I'm trying to get better at that as well. But that'll get better with time. So that's probably what I'm most proud of, at least. Next question is, have you had a girlfriend and was she a bitch? So, one of my girlfriends, we started dating the summer before 6th grade and all the way up till about the end of 7th grade. We didn't get to see each other much. It wasn't really much of a relationship at all. But in the end, she was a total bitch. It was like kind of stupid. Like, I didn't even really care because like we never even saw each other that much. But like, she was bi the whole time. I don't understand how you can be bi the whole time and not be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm bi. Yeah, see ya, bye, hey, bye. No, what, how, why? I don't understand. And then another relationship, one of the most recent ones, I'm not going to get into that one. That one just ended up being weird and complicated. We still talk, we're still friends, but she still had feelings for her ex. Kind of stung a lot. The ending was a bitch. She was not a bitch. Great person, just wrong timing, don't know what. But that's basically my answer to that question. Ben, this is like the third time of you asking, when is my next Q&A coming out? Right now. You're watching it. There you go. Son of a... I keep... Alright. Oh god. January. Maybe a month and a half. Boys, it's June. It's basically June. It's the very end of May. I'm sorry. Oh my. So, let's see. Ash, what is your best video? Best video? Right now, I would have to say it's my 16-second video. It's in CSGO, it was like a wallbang headshot on Inferno. Hella sick, lucky play. It was just overall really cool. But other than that, if I'm talking about real videos, I'm going to have to go ahead and say that it'd probably be my most recent CSGO Funny Moments video, the Change It Up Challenge, where I have to use a different gun every round, and I can't reuse the same gun until I've used all the guns over at least once. They surrendered. Pretty fun game, we won. That was a good game. That's probably my favorite video right now. I'm sure there'll be plenty more good ones to come. But let's get into some of the other questions. As soon as you're done with high school, will you go straight to YouTube and pursue that? No. My plan is not YouTube, sadly, because especially with the way YouTube's monetization things are going right now, it's almost impossible for me to get there. I need to put out an ad on YouTube at least to get even close. I think you need like 1,000 hours of 1,000 watch hours. You need at least 10,000 lifetime views. I'm getting close to that. And you need like 1,000 subs, I believe. Or it might be 100 subs. Not sure about that, but it's extremely hard these days for small YouTubers to become big YouTubers. We'll see where it goes. I will stick with it around in college to the best of my ability, but I can't promise anything. But yes. So let's see. In what context? Oh, yep. Next question is from Fitz. Ashton, Ash Lively, same person. He's created like 3 different accounts. I don't know why. But his question is, why did you do YouTube? I did YouTube because I got bored. I started recording videos for no reason. I was like, hey, let's create a YouTube channel. Boom. Did it. 9th grade. Nathaniel Walker decides, hey, funny meme. Left his account logged in on a school computer. Let's delete his YouTube channel. That's what happened. And then the YouTube channel you're subscribed to right now is the new one that I created after that. Boom. Dab. What am I doing? Okay, I'm sorry. Fitz, you still do YouTube? I mean, I'm doing it right now. I was just busy then. But, anyways, guys, that is it for this Q&A number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can leave submissions to the Discord server. The link to that is in the description below. This is Air Assassin, and as always, see you in the next video. Peace.